Welcome! Welcome everybody for today's discussion
And
with
upcoming
me,
events.
Adrian, and
Me, Justin.
and would like to welcome you for this discussion and event session of today. As always said, you're more than welcome to send us any messages through Facebook chat, so that we'll try to reply to you to your requests, and also even open any discussions with your questions. So, Justin, you're so much taken up into your PC today. We have a few things to discuss. Upcoming things, past things, tomorrow's things, other things.
Week after things. The week after
Third
things.
yeah. And so on and so forth. So,
We can start with tomorrow's casual race.
yeah, or we start with last
Or the previous
Porsche.
one, yes.
Porsche. So, last week, as you know, on Friday we had our round 4 of the Continental Cars Limited Porsche Cup. It was the 4th round, so actually we're halfway through our championship of this year, which is sponsored by Continental Cars Limited and Porsche. The winner of this championship will have the opportunity to go to Istanbul and have the Porsche experience there, driving actually around 9 Porsches, yeah?
Something like that, yes.
That's right. So it was a good race, quite a clean race actually. There were
Just a little bit at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, but we had just 3 incidents to have a look at. So
Yes, we
it
will
was-
publish the results by latest tomorrow
Yes, because we were quite busy and we had a problem with
with
the replay.
and hopefully it is sorted out now.
Yeah, and
Hopefully.
We got the copy of the replay from
In fact, we
obviously
had 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 and 4
4
instances,
incidents,
so-
which they were not that much. I mean,
yeah, very clean race.
exaggerating,
You know.
but
No, no,
yes,
no.
but it's now. People know it that this Porsche Championship is for the professionals, and
That's right.
when you have professional drivers, you don't have that much. Oh, not always like that, because sometimes even if it's we can mention the real races,
Yeah,
the race in Macau with the Porsches and Audis, you know, they got piled up in
a very nice pile up.
you know, so. I
So-
mean, yes, but in our Porsche Championship, they are all clean drivers, and I think it's good to mention, yes, that people, even though it's a game, we don't call it a game,
No.
they still take it seriously and do not
It's
just
a
take it
series.
easy, and they do like crash stepping
Yes,
or you know.
Yeah, but it has been resulted in a very good, nice, clean race. So we enjoyed the race ourselves also, because sometimes even the stewards are quite busy during the race and get
it's not
incidents.
easy.
So it was an enjoyable race. Not an easy car to drive actually for our drivers. It's something different as a car, even when it comes to handling. But it was fun as always. Yeah.
And it's good to see that, I mean, even though it's a game, they still take it professionally. Even when we do the interviews, they are still like friendly, but yet still competitive, and they don't let other people try to take over. Or you know, they still consider it as a race. Well, it is, because there's a big opportunity. At 3,000 worth of prize, not everyone can do it.
Yes, sure.
I mean, it's not just put up 3,000 euros and you go and drive a Porsche.
Yeah,
No? So,
that's-
and you don't know what this might lead you to.
Yeah, in the future.
Another opportunity. Talking about opportunities,
Uh,
we have many other plans to reveal during this year.
yeah, we have a lot of plans right now in the pipeline. Actually, very busy with a lot of new plans. So
Championships,
and,
which we will mention soon.
championships, new collaborations. So we're quite busy to get the best of sim racing to our drivers, our followers. We continue doing that. And where did this thing go? Where did the chat go? I'm just trying to look. I just want it like
I am
this.
taking care of the chat myself.
Alright, that's okay.
It's,
But I'm enjoying seeing
yeah,
ourselves.
our setup, we've changed a bit. We moved like 2 meters away from
our usual place, yeah.
setup. And yes, my wife already told me it's a better setup than we had before.
Yeah, that's right.
Hopefully our
setup will become more.
the image is going to be much better very soon in the coming months.
Yeah.
And we cannot give any more hints. So
No.
you know. So
But
yes.
definitely we'll have a better place and more comfortable for us also.
And more-
ultimately, because I don't know why we're frozen.
And more professional
Yeah.
than we're doing currently. 'Cause
Yeah, that's right.
people know that we do it from our heart. We are motorsport enthusiasts. We race cars as
Yeah.
well. We organize motorsport events. So I think
That's our background, so.
it's our career, we can say now. And
Yeah,
we
that's
included sim racing into this adventure of
we
ours
believe
for this life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we believe a lot in sim racing, and as always, we believe that sim racing can lead you to somewhere else. Because nowadays, with the technology how it is, with the equipment that there is available, definitely you can have the right feel of a car. So that can lead you to somewhere else in the real world of racing.
Next.
Having discussed the Porsche, we can show them also. We have the advert of Porsche.
Yes, of course, it's
So
prepared.
that,
yes, for
so
those
that to see just the experience was gonna be for the winner of the Porsche when he goes to
Yeah.
Istanbul.
the winner who's going to win this race, which we cannot say yet now who is this
No,
person
that's
because
right.
the points are so close to each other that we don't know yet who might be the driver. Even till the last, depends on the drivers, on
Yes.
the placings, but even till the last round it can change everything.
Sure.
So yes, we're going to show you the Porsche experience that the overall winner will win in this Porsche Championship sponsored by Continental Cars Limited, and we hope you enjoy it. And of course, I'm sure that you will enjoy it, especially the winner who's going to win this.
Yeah, definitely.
We're coming back after this clip.
So yeah, that was a taster of what the winner of our Porsche Championship will be experiencing in Istanbul with these various Porsche cars.
What is our next task?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I would like to remind all those following us today that they just can send us any messages with any questions they have,
Yeah.
any suggestions you have for Sim Racing Malta, championships, casual races, and we're here to discuss it with you. and give
Platforms.
you-
Which
yes,
game do you
platforms,
prefer? When do you prefer to have races?
No
when?
problem.
What time? Anything. And obviously, then we take
any.
consideration of which is the most preferred, and we organize the events according to the community's preference.
That's
Talking
right.
about community, the community is growing since we created the group.
Yes, that's right.
Because unfortunately, when you have a page, not everybody can follow what's going on, the notifications of the page. So therefore, make sure that you subscribe to our group of Facebook. Just
That's
look for Sim Racing Malta. Adrian maybe can paste the link to the chat, and
I'm gonna do it now.
so you can join in our group. And there's someone in the server testing for the Audi casual race of tomorrow.
yeah.
We'll see who he is. Yes, there's someone, Clinton Falzon.
Clinton Falzon,
He wants
yeah.
to be on camera. Because Adrian decided today that I have to do a showcase or a sort of a trial run to show you the track of the next casual race, which is with the Audi R8 LMS in Watkins Glen, the short circuit.
And Justin liked the
yeah.
idea actually. So.
We have the camera
And-
ready on the simulator, and I will, unfortunately, I have to do a run, 2 laps, just to give you an idea how the track is.
Hoping he won't spin.
I
actually,
hope yes,
so-
because I'm going to have some pressure now.
Why pressure?
Yes, because
Because
I
there
get
are
pressure.
viewers.
There
okay.
are viewers. So yes, well, I will do that
Let
very
me
soon.
Paste this here. And
Yes,
it's
Adrian just
gone.
pasted the group where you can join in as a
I
member.
pasted it from my own things.
Yes, no worries. Yes, so tomorrow there is a casual race,
Yeah. honest casual race.
which is with the Audi R8 LMS,
LMS.
starting at 8 p.m. GMT +2,
Yep.
and we start with the practice at 8, not the race. The drivers, always, I have to say this always,
Yes.
the drivers, I will send an email later on this evening, the drivers have to be in Discord, which is mandatory, because at 7:45 we do the drivers briefing, where we explain the penalties, etc. If something happens, Adrian or George will issue the penalties to the Discord channel, and you have to do whatever
Yeah.
you have been asked to. Drive through, you have 10 seconds, 20, those will be not mentioned to you during
Yeah,
the race.
that's,
But if there is a drive-through penalty, or if you have been disqualified, which can happen, yes, if you are an arrogant, if you are doing some bad moves which are not accepted by the stewards, you can be kicked. We don't like to. We never done this before.
Till now, we didn't
haven't
have
done
the.
it yet.
Yeah, because
But yes, it's-
everybody showed respect, you know. There were some drivers that obviously did some major mistakes or some major incidents, but definitely it was not intentional. It showed it was not intentional. So till now, all the drivers we had in our races, casual races and championships, we never had any problems with, to the extent that we could kick them out of the server.
In fact, we discussed
follow
between
with
us
Clinton,
together, and we discussed that we are going to just let the previous race without
Yeah.
any penalties. I already explained this to John's side because he asked me when are the results coming out, and I explained to him the results are as they are, as
Yes.
they were last time, and I will be publishing them with the points. But due to the beginners, the first-time drivers were those who did the mistakes, we just let it go because we also missed the replay of the first race, unfortunately. But hopefully it is sorted out. And from tomorrow, if there are any penalties, drive-throughs, disqualifications will be applied to any driver, whether he's a new driver or not. So it is important to be on Discord, especially for the briefing. Then, if you want, you can mute yourself and you don't need to talk or whatever. Important that you hear from the stewards whatever they are going to tell you.
Yeah.
And I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yes. So the casual race, there are, I think, 18 drivers.
Yeah.
I think if I can show you the.
Put it on. There is Clinton Falzon right now on the server, actually. So.
I think I haven't put it up yet. I think there are 18 drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remembered. There is one person, just to be clear with everyone, who is Clinton Falzon, who is currently testing. Unfortunately, for some reason, we will try to solve it out. When he joins Discord and Assetto freezes his game or causes a problem. So Clinton is excused not because he can't or whatever, but he has an issue with the software that when he goes to Discord, everything FUCKED ups.
That's right.
And obviously you have to allow that, or else he cannot drive. But yes, we will. If something happens, he do something, a bad move or something, we will issue a penalty more than we should, because if he's not hearing it, then he cannot do a drive-through or something.
Sure.
So we have to issue a harsher penalty.
Actually, drive-throughs are like, till now we didn't have the occasion of giving a drive-through, but definitely it can happen also during a race. In fact, Clinton Falzon is trying now.
At the moment,
I think
Clinton.
we can show
Yes,
them
we
a
can
little bit.
show them a little bit. Clinton
Woods.
is doing some practice.
Yes, that's
And
right.
he just spun.
he just drifted.
It's not a difficult track, but not an easy track
Yeah, sure.
at the same time.
Let's see.
So, yes, I think it's going to be a very interesting race, because if you see the timing, I think we have the first, if you check, Adrian, the lap times, I think we have the first 10 drivers, or how many?
Actually, it's 1:07.907.
The best time is 1:07.907 by Clinton Falzon.
Until 1:08.977, we have 11 drivers within 1 second. So
we have 11 drivers within the 1
second.
minute, 9
1
seconds. So it's going to be very, very, very close, and it's a bit of scary for us as well, because if someone do a bad overtake or defending a bit
actually,
crazy.
I can see there are 20. So check.
No, because I joined and there is another driver joined who's not going to race.
Okay,
Bernard,
that's
he wanted to test it out.
All right.
You know, so
So
there are
18 drivers, yes.
drivers, I think, which is very good for us.
It's something very important to the drivers to tell them, please don't use nicknames in your game. We want to see your real name. Don't forget, we have
drivers changed.
commentators, and I'm going to say one thing. We have one driver still here showing us Golin 46.
Golin 46. I've sent him emails or her emails, and he never replied. I don't know if he is seeing any emails. Maybe he's seeing us now. Please, Golin 46, change your nickname to your real name.
That's right.
We try to keep it real as possible.
We cannot have our commentator saying Golin 46.
You know, it's not, for us it's not ideal.
That's
comparing to our level of broadcasting.
So Clinton is still testing.
Clinton is still testing the car.
Yeah, he's there.
I think Clinton is one of the most drivers that did testing this week. Huh?
Actually, here we can see the valid laps. We have Jonah Juice with 184 laps, 159 valid laps. Still
not much.
And Clinton Falzon with 150 laps. So yes, we have quite a few drivers that did a few laps on this car for preparation for tomorrow.
This was quite interesting, because I think most of the people like GT cars, touring cars. Talking about touring cars, we have something coming up.
Yep.
So I think GT cars and touring cars are the most preferred by our community, but we will be doing other races with Formula cars as well. So yes, we're going to try to reach every person's preference. Do we have any questions by any chance?
No.
If you have any questions, just send any messages. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
You can ask us anything you like. You can. Any constructive criticism is accepted by us.
It's always welcome.
We are always learning. I mean, even if you are a professional, and we consider ourselves doing our best to do it professionally as possible,
Yep.
we still have room to learn. So we're never going to be that we reach the top.
So we're gonna put you in the simulator.
You're going to put me in the simulator?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
because Adrian decided that I have to race.
So we go for a short break until Justin gets his behind
I can
well warm
my mouth
inside.
is going crazy at the moment.
Yeah, did you drop that cup on the PC? It will go more crazy actually.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I can switch to
Yeah.
my camera, which is here. It's the race steward. and we can switch the cameras to dual.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you, maybe I spin.
A couple of laps.
Hopefully not, yeah, 2 or 3 laps, 4 laps. And
Justin,
Adrian
please.
will be commentating.
I'm gonna be commentating his laps. Yeah, very interesting. So Justin is going into our temporary setup of the simulator. Actually, this is a simulator we've been using since last year. We have now a Fanatec setup on it and using Weld pedals. So Justin is in his place now. We wait for him. He's gonna show you a couple of laps in this Audi R8 LMS, which will be used tomorrow for the casual race we have. Kicking off practice at 8 p.m., which is Malta time, which is GMT +2. Justin, you ready, Justin? So there he goes. He's on his lap. Actually, he was quite tense. But let's hope he doesn't. Actually, so there he is. Doing this lap. He's just so please. Maybe that have just joined us now, we have Justin, which is doing a couple of laps with this Audi R8 LMS, which will be used tomorrow for a casual race, starting off with practice session at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Malta time, which will be GMT +2. We have 18 drivers which have subscribed for this race, so we'll see. Obviously tomorrow, hopefully we have a great race. We have a lot of newcomers also in this race for tomorrow, which have joined our community lately. And as we said, joining our Facebook group, not page. There some people definitely will be following closer developments and races and casual races and questions we ask. Justin, he just shouted out that it's his last lap now. But, this is the track, will be used tomorrow, and this is what we should expect tomorrow to see from our casual race with this Audi R8 LMS. A lot of people that have joined. Hello, Omar. Joshua still here. The Bono. We have a couple of more people here watching us. For those that have just joined, this is the last lap. Justin is doing it was a demo lap from a couple of laps actually from the Audi race we're gonna have tomorrow. Casual race by Sim Racing Malta. And this is what this is the race track and cars will be using tomorrow for our casual race. And there's Justin who's ready, so he's gonna join. He did not spin, so he's happy. He just stopped very nicely actually. Joining me back here now. Welcome back, Justin.
Thank you, thank you.
So you see, it didn't spin. So it was a
Well,
good
I did 10972. So
one. Jamal joined us also on the live stream.
hello, Jamal.
Jamal is driving tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
So
Pity because not only Jamal, there was also Justin Baruki, who usually joins us in the casual races. I think obviously Jamal told him about it. Maybe he couldn't join
for some
the race.
reason, yeah, that's right. So and there is Kevin Sammut. Hello, Kevin. Yes, so that was something about our
Casual
our
race.
casual race of tomorrow, Audi R8 LMS.
Yes, I think the one that we enjoyed viewing from the casual races was the one with the DTMs,
Yes,
the BMWs,
yeah,
DTMs, which
it
was
was fun. It was fun. It's true.
it was a very close race, an intensive, very intense race. And who won that? Richard Schaefer won that race. Or-
Yes, I forgot now. I don't, Justin. I don't recall all results. It's impossible to recall all
Yeah,
results.
obviously. But
It was a good race.
Joshua De Bono joined us as well.
Yes, I already said
Hello, Joshua.
hello to him. Jamal, he said he's gonna remind them. He's gonna remind. Justin
Wait, because we have
and
18,
Garo.
all right. Yes, they are allowed to drive, but only 2 left, because then obviously we have to join ourselves as spectators to broadcast the race and to steward.
I think the last 2 people.
Only
left.
2 people
slots,
left.
2 slots left. So
If everyone is going to join.
yeah, that's right. Because that's something. Omar Soup, yes, hello,
Soup,
Omar Soup.
Omar Barbara.
Barbara. So, our next topic of today, because we're gonna stay. Definitely from tomorrow for our casual races, we have a new partnership.
Yep. So,
So.
this week we've been in contact with a nice guy, a person who contributed his knowledge to the sim racing community, and we're talking about the virtual race car
Car engineer. And setup developer too.
and setup developer tool. We collaborate. We are going to collaborate together for the next casual races series of this year, and hopefully next year as well. Depends obviously how it goes. That's how sponsorship works. And we will be giving out the race car virtual engineer and the setup developer tool, which can be found on Steam, free to the driver that the steward and
Yeah.
the administration of Sim Racing Malta, who thinks that he deserves or she deserves
Yeah.
to be the best driver of the race.
That's right. Actually, what we're gonna look at is the most consistent driver, the most clean driver of the race. So we'll have a look at a couple of things to award this great piece of software, actually app, plugin, call it whatever you want, but it's a great.
Hani Al Sabti joined us as well.
Hey, honey.
Honey,
All good.
honey.
All good, honey. Hello.
Honey, we can say now he just joined. He
That's
is
right.
the leader, the driver who is leading the Continental Cars Limited Porsche
Cup.
Championship. So welcome, Honey. A good driver, a very solid driver, and a consistent driver.
Yeah.
And we are very proud to have him in our championship and being part of our community.
Yeah,
Yes,
Christopher, hello.
Christopher Bianco.
Somebody that works with me.
Nauris,
Nauris, hello Nauris. We don't have any chicks here. I'm sorry about
no
that.
chicks. Well,
So-
we will bring some in our next
Chicken.
setup of our system, you know, of our studio. Yes, we might have some chicks. Well, Formula One removed the chicks, and we're going to bring them back.
That's right. So definitely, as we said, from tomorrow, we're gonna start choosing a driver from the casual race.
I can show them the link of the virtual race car engineer. So
Actually, now we told him no chicks, he's gonna leave. No,
Leave
stay,
then.
stay with us now. Now actually showed his interest also in the very near future, possibly to join our community and start driving with us.
Nice,
So.
great one. Yes, talking about community, sorry to interrupt.
Interrupt.
Although that we are, let me switch back to my face because it's much nicer than the website.
No, but
Although we are Sim Racing Malta and people know now that we are targeting in people from around the world, we also would like the Maltese community to join us because we are especially giving opportunities to the local drivers as
Yeah.
well. Obviously those are the first preference, being Sim Racing Malta, but obviously we cannot be located only just in Malta. Malta is a very small country, we have our limitations, so obviously we have to go worldwide. In fact, we are very known worldwide,
Yeah.
and we would like the Maltese community to share our page, community, invite people. We do almost everything for free.
yeah.
Casual races for free. The Porsche Championship had its own fee because we had quite of expenses,
Yeah.
but yes. So, and then we mentioned the membership, which has been
Yeah,
long
will
time
come
ago, but obviously we'll mention that later on. Talking about, we go back to virtual racing engineer,
Virtual race car engineer.
race
Yeah.
car engineer. We collaborated with this person, a very nice guy who offered us the his two software, the virtual race car engineer and the setup developer tool 2018. What are these tools? These tools help you to identify each part of the car, suspensions, anti-roll bar, bumps, spoiler, the aero, everything that a car has in order to do a better time, the tire pressure, everything.
Yeah.
It will help you as in a step by step, even if you don't know anything about car tuning, which
Car setups, yeah.
I am part of those people, which obviously since long time ago, now obviously I can do a setup for my car, but still it's not my skill.
He's a tech
So-
guru.
Yes, I'm more into technology, but yes, thanks to virtual race car engineer and setup developer tool, which obviously they gave me access to this software, and it's not because they offered me this software and I'm doing a positive review, but since I saw the first time that it came out and compared to this time, there is a lot of help to identify each part of the car, and it will ask you, is the car under steering, yes or no? If yes, then you have to change some things. If you're not reaching enough speed in this straight, then you have to change the aero, and it will provide you with
It
all
will
the
leave
knowledge.
you with all the knowledge and tips how to change the setup of your car. So definitely you need to be into setups, but this tool will definitely help you change the setup and improve your setup, thus improving your performance on track. So I think it's a good opportunity for our drivers to have even us build this collaboration with virtual race car engineering and setup developer tool, obviously enough, and to offer it to the driver chosen by us stewards, which will show most consistency during the race, most clean races, and obviously we'll observe also the lines. So
It could be the person who finished last. I mean,
yeah, it could be that.
it doesn't have to be that you come first. In fact, for this Saudi race, we don't have any prizes like the previous one, but we have other coming up with prizes. And yes, the driver who obviously will be monitored on how many bumps or accidents, how many consistent laps
He's
it
done.
does.
Yeah.
We give out this, which will be announced after the
race.
after the race. We give some time for maybe after the interviews,
Yeah.
because we need some time to see the statistics of each driver, because it could be that the first driver wins this software, and yes, but it could be any of the drivers taking part.
So it's great. news for you.
Yeah, of course, we are increasing our sponsorships and partners because they are believing in us.
Sure.
There's nothing to
And
hide.
we're doing something on the professional level.
Yeah.
They're believing, they're watching what we're doing, and they think that we're doing it the right way. We still have a lot of things to learn, like anything in the world, but definitely.
Yeah, Jamal just explained, just to shortly, that obviously, for example, Brendan Tabone is one of our drivers who is currently taking care of doing the setups of the car. Sometimes he does, for example, he did our Audi R8 LMS setup, which compared to the default setup is completely different. Thanks to him, minimum of 2 or 3 hours setting up the setup, obviously, because you cannot just I click this and I click that and the setup is finished, is ready, and the car is ready to go. You have to go around many laps, test again, go back to pits, continue doing some setup and modifications, and then go back to the race. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just doing like you do.
Yes, I use my hands a lot. I'm like Nas Daily.
All right.
I move my hands a lot.
No problem. That's good.
Today I was very hyper all day long. Can you see? Look! I'm so hyper. Well, you know what I can tell people? When we finish from here, what do we end up doing? Preparing for the next live show, and very hyper because the community is giving us feedback, and we're having fun doing this.
Doing this, yeah, definitely. So it's part
we
of
have
us.
many more things to do, and we spend the time to communicate with you guys and girls.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have females taking part in sim racing as well.
Yep.
And yes, we're very happy with our community and keep
have
on sharing and
taking part. Now this will be very happy. So
thank you, Joshua.
Thank you
for your comment. And what is our next task?
Yeah, we can show them also, I think, some other drivers on the server in the meantime also.
There are
doing some practice runs.
Some drivers doing some practice as well for tomorrow, which I think this was one of the casual races that many drivers took part during the week as well.
That's
practice.
right.
So they are taking it very seriously. So we have
the volume. They told us the volume when the car comes next to the camera. And it's putting out our voices.
It should be okay now.
Possibly, yes.
So we have Alessandro Grech, who is currently doing practice, and yes, Alessandro is one of the first drivers that joined the first casual race, which we are going to mention something very soon about the first casual race and something coming up soon. Yes, Alessandro was studying abroad, and he's now back with us, and actually he joined the he joined the first casual race after coming back to Malta. And who joined us?
Brendan Tabone.
Hello,
Brendan Tabone.
We just mentioned Brendan, that he is our setup guy now.
Yeah.
So yes, once
he's gonna be busy next month, but anyway.
Yes, we will mention that as well. I think it's in the tasks of what we're going to where we're going to race. We have to include that because we have to mention it next Saturday.
No problem.
Well, we can mention it.
Yeah.
That GT Omega RPM Esports this Saturday are taking part in the Hey Xavier, my cousin, joined for the first time.
Yes, it's right. It's the first time.
Brendan. And hope you are better after your accident. We hope you are better and back to work. Back to work. And yes, what I was saying. Give it up. The setup, Brendan. Come, don't make me.
Jamal is asking for a setup from Brendan for tomorrow's race.
Talking about setups, we will going to be mentioning something soon.
Very soon,
very
that's
soon.
it. So, RPM Esports, Saturday.
Next Saturday are going to take part in the Sports Car Open Road America 500. It's amongst professional drivers, world professional drivers, and I can show you the list of list of what they're called, teams that are
Teams.
taking part. That's not only the list, there's another list, but there we are mentioned there as GT Omega RPM Esports. We are very excited about this. This is, I think this is our first top professional race that our team is taking part, and the drivers taking part are Keith Camilleri and Brendan Tabone, who are practicing quite a lot because it's not an easy race. It's around 4 hours and a half race.
Yeah.
And hopefully hopefully not. It doesn't happen, hopefully. It doesn't work. We are going to do our best. And obviously we are representing GT Omega, RPM Esports, and obviously as well our country, Malta. It's good to know, good to tell people who are watching us that in motorsport, in real motorsport, Malta is one of the best in
that's right.
breaking the records.
Definitely.
Hill climb, drag racing.
Maltese, for those that are obviously watching us from abroad and they don't know the culture of motorsport in Malta, Malta and motorsport has a huge culture and huge success. We go to race, unfortunately in Malta there is no race circuit. We go to race overseas, we go to do hill climbs overseas, we have a drag strip in Malta, which is very good also, and we do drag racing abroad and do karting abroad. In all these disciplines that I mentioned, Malta did a very big success. Very big success.
A
huge success. In all races that we go, we break records, we make the fastest runs in Europe, we make the fastest runs in sometimes possibly in the world. We do the fastest, we place very, very high placings in hill climbs. And we are proud to say that also the top fuel drag racing European Championship of the FIA Championship is Maltese, which is Duncan McAuliffe.
Look who's joined.
Who joined?
My mother-in-law.
Okay.
My mother-in-law is also watching me. You see how popular we are becoming.
That's right.
Hello, Christine. Kunyat.
So that's the success Malta achieves from motorsport itself. We believe a lot in this. And that's why we're here. We're here to do some racing. We know there is a lot of potential in Malta from young drivers. Unfortunately, not all drivers have the budgets to be able to go, to be able to buy a kart, to go and race in a kart and start their career from there. So we're trying to give them an opportunity, which is definitely a cheaper option, where you can enter into get experience for racing, and from there, people can, you can move to real life where people can actually see you and possibly even give you further opportunities in the motorsport world.
And the thing is that it's not easy to contact companies abroad, motorsport companies, and thanks to Adrian especially and George, who are taking care of the real motorsport part, where they communicate with manufacturers and team drivers, managers, that we are collaborating to help, not ourselves, because we're not going to take anything from it, or also, I mean, as in, we're doing it ourselves, but we're doing it to the driver, and to appreciate that we're working so hard to give those opportunities to the drivers who are racing in sim racing to real racing. Why did you look at me? Next, what is the next task? Show me.
Having people sending me messages.
Yeah, we're having a lot of messages private. If you need to message us, just unless it's
something really private.
Yeah, send us on the
main
chat, please, because we're trying to reach everyone at the same time.
As I said, ask questions, feel free. We have no problem about that.
Maybe they have an idea, and
or they would like to see us do some race for them, or some particular thing,
or dance or something, you know.
You'll do that on your own, but anyway, don't give them any ideas, Justin. So, what we do? We go for a short break. We have some commercials.
Yeah, we need to drink a bit because
we're getting dry.
Our throat is getting dry.
I drink whilst we're talking.
But we take a break and we'll come back in very few minutes. obviously we have to always, because when they see adverts, people, we sort of scare them away. But
No.
thanks to the sponsors, without the sponsors we cannot do this. So it's good to watch our sponsors and use their service, because they are helping us, helping you to reach your targets.
Before we go, I would like to say hello to somebody who's joined us. Hello, Reggie.
Ole. Reggie is the person who just got married, right?
Yes, he got married a couple of weeks.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Welcome to the married world.
Yeah.
What with the amplifier on the wall behind you guys?
Oh, yeah, because this garage that we are currently working in is a multi-purpose garage, because we have audio systems, because George is an importer of Alpine and Sparco,
and
motorsport parts, clutches, many things, and
right.
including sim racing and what air conditions. And we have everything.
No, but that's why we have the amplifiers behind us, because definitely it's an audio shop also where we're currently doing our live streams and all our live events for now.
It's a temporary place at the moment. Yes, but very soon we're going to move into a smaller broadcasting system.
That's right.
No, it's a better. We will announce something very, very later on. Short break and we'll be back with you.
Stay there.
Gigabit Internet issa f'Malta. Gawdi mill-Giga Power biss mal-Melita Flexi.
And here we are. We're back. So, we're gonna continue. We have Robert Hutter, who just gave us a thumbs up. Hello, Robert. I received a call also when I was away from Reggie. Thank you, Reggie.
Hello, Conan.
Conan,
Been a
hello.
long time since we've seen each other.
Yeah, that's right. I saw him last time. We honked the horn to each other along the street. So, our next topic of the day is memberships.
So, since we started sim racing Malta, I have set up a membership system, and we were promoting it just to help us reduce some expenses, servers and commentary and electricity, internet, and
A lot of things.
a lot of things. The membership system is still live, and you can go to simracingmalta.com, and there you can see the membership. The membership system, we're going to include some extra stuff to the membership, which is €25 per year.
For a whole year?
For a whole year, which is, I mean, for a €25 for a year, I think it's a very affordable thing, but it helps us a lot.
Because it keeps us, obviously, it helps us in our expenses.
At least reduce some expenses. And obviously with the memberships, it helps us keep having the free casual races.
That's right.
Also, we are including that the people who are members, which we have quite a lot of members, but the new ones, probably they don't know that we have a membership system. We have just one recently who did it at his own will, and I didn't know about it, and I just received after, John Juice, who just registered as a member as well. Thank you for that. And we're going to include in the membership that you can practice on the server, which you're currently doing as a member, and we're going to offer also help and set up your car before the casual races, and give you hints just to be competitive with other drivers. When having just a setup only, it's not only that.
No.
You know, you have to be a good driver as well. But when you have a setup, at least you can improve yourself and do not waste a lot of time, or lose, not to say waste, because you are learning.
Yeah, that's
you don't lose a lot of time setting up the car.
So you actually, if you have any understeer, oversteer, or slowing down or something in your car, you buy these things, obviously will reduce your time to do it, because listen, if understeer I need to arrange this and that, if it oversteers I need to arrange this and that, so you know it. And it obviously, as Justin is well saying, it reduces your time when you're setting up your car, thus giving you more practice time on track. So.
And apart from that is that we, before the casual races or championships that we will be announcing soon, we will have a private server for only the members to have the facility to go to this server. I will join, or any of our team will join in the server, so it will not be just like a sort of a public and everybody running around. We will test the track, we will do certain corners, we try it again, only for the members who pay the membership. We're going to give them a bit of an advantage, sort of a perk, we can call it, not an advantage. I mean, it helps us and we help you in another way. So yes, you can go to simracingmalta.com, and there is a membership, become a member of Sim Racing Malta. You can use the PayPal system to pay. It's an automated system, and it's only €25 per year. With that, you can help us reduce our costs and
keep our casual races free.
At least we have something, a reward back, apart from the loving community that we have, that are appreciating our commitment and our effort. And also, we need to mention also our team.
Yeah, sure.
Our team, Keith, Brendan, Bernard, Omar, Terence, they are not just drivers in our team, they are part of our family. And they are helping us in a lot of projects that we are working on. They come and help us.
They come and help us in the races.
After their work, because they work, everybody works. And after their work, instead of going back to their family or friends or girlfriends, whatever, they come and help us. So really, from our heart, from my heart, from his big heart, thank you very much.
And of George,
and from George
somewhere outside running his heart right now. Definitely a big thank you for them also.
Very, very, very big thank you and appreciation, which I think if my wife is watching me, I don't like, or I don't know how, but I don't show my appreciation that much. But really, we appreciate a lot your hard work, and with your hard work, it makes us keep on working.
That's right.
And
a big thank you to our community also,
a big
because
thank you also
after
to you
each race,
who are watching us.
that's right, who are watching us, our community, drivers joining our races, because we always have good feedback, and thank you for your feedback. We like your feedback. We obviously listen to what you have to tell us, and till now all drivers were sincere, and they gave us appreciation for the races and the way we run our races, and also they gave us valid suggestions, which most of which we took on board. So
that's why we're
thank
asking
you.
for questions, because so if
now we're going into romantic.
oh, my love is
Romantic.
messaging me, so I have to say it here. I love you too, my wife.
That's right. But definitely our wives take big patience, you
Yeah.
know.
Mentioning
they're
our
very
wives, George, yours, mine.
That's right.
They tell me today you're coming home. No, I'm sorry, because I'm going live. Tomorrow we have the casual race. No, I'm sorry, I'm going live. Saturday I'm going somewhere else, preparing something.
Yeah.
Sunday we have hill climb, motorsport, real racing.
That's
I
right.
have to go there, and hopefully
Friday we might have something else. So.
my wife understands, and my little daughter, who she's still 2.5 years old, she will understand that whatever
That's
we're doing it for you, the community, and also for our
Yes.
family as well. Because
That's
I
it.
mean, after all, this is becoming a business, but don't look at it as we are trying to get money from you to earn money and become rich. We're doing that. Obviously, we have expenses, and casual races are for free. We have expenses
Yeah,
while
that's
doing the casual races, so we appreciate that.
We
And
appreciate your support, your full
yes,
support.
and if
so.
you be part of our membership system, that would help us much more, and I think it's our reward
Sure.
to keep on going. As we are.
Something that gives us. Listen, people know us that when we like to do something, me, George, or Justin, we want to do it in the right way, or we do it right, or we don't do it. So
Sometimes
we're putting all our effort.
we do it so professionally that people backstab us.
Yeah, that's it.
We cannot hide from people this.
Sure.
So
we have a lot of that. So
we do it the professional way, and because people cannot do whatever we do,
no, do it in the professional way.
they
Just
try
don't-
to backstab us or
whatever.
do whatever it takes to let us down. But if you're watching us, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah. Definitely not. That's it. It's not gonna
Whatever
happen.
you do.
So
Next.
we're recruiting.
Recruiting. We're going to mention this as well. Sorry for those who sent me an email regarding joining our team. For those watching us, or maybe you know friends of yours who do not have a team and are looking to enter into the level of professionalism, we can say, because we don't take racing for granted or for fun only, but we take it in a professional way. Send me an email or in our Sim Racing Malta group or in our Sim Racing Malta page, or send it to justin@simracingmalta.com. You can send the emails, you can put the emails on our chat, justin@simracingmalta.com or adrian@simracingmalta.com. We are looking for drivers, not because we need drivers actually, we need to help you out there. We are giving opportunities to our current drivers. For example, we're going to the Sim Expo in Germany this year. We're going to try and compete because we don't know yet. We should have received. No, tomorrow we're going to receive if we're or not. So we're going there as a team, as GT Omega RPM Esports. We can say this. We are now named as GT Omega RPM Esports because GT Omega Racing is our main sponsors, who offered us simulators to our drivers, a full rig for the drivers to race better with the seat, with the Vezas, everything, thanks to Leo and all other sponsors who helped us from the start. I cannot without mentioning them.
Definitely.
Continental Cars Limited,
we have
the importers of Porsche, Audi, Seat.
Yes.
And so yes, they helped us. They helped us from the start, and obviously we cannot.
Audi Malta. They had us also for our drivers taking part in the AOR Audi Cup. Husingveld, Melita,
Fanatec, who provided us
Textor.
the steering. Textor.
He's been there from the start. He believed in us, and we thank him for that. And we'll definitely won't let him down. Like he knows extreme
obviously,
power sport.
We have to mention also, because Omar works with Textor, he helps us also in having problems with the computer, and he helps Keith and other drivers. So thank you, Omar, for giving out your skills, your knowledge, and not just driving and leave. I think we've never had any driver so far that just race and practice and just left. We stayed there for a long time together. It's a family. So if you're interested to join us, you are going to become one of our family. We are a group of drivers who we do not have any challenge between us. Obviously during racing we obviously challenge, we're competition, but we do not try to, you know, like Hamilton and what was his name, the other driver, you know, they clash. So
that's right.
We are going to keep that. If you are a driver who do not accept any decisions by us, then you don't need to apply, because we are the people who take care of the team. We want the good for you. We are going to bring sponsors for you. We are going to bring also cash for you from the best we can. So yes, our target is for the future that we have a career in sim racing, a full-time driver in sim racing, or a full-time driver in real racing. So if you want to be part of our team, whether it's R-Factor, Assetto Corsa, iRacing, Project Cars, Race Room, you can send us a message. And yes, what we will be doing, because we're going to forget it.
Rosberg told us.
Oh, Rosberg, yes. Rosberg.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you.
Rosberg and Hamilton.
Hello, Dion.
Hello, Dion, as well. We are going to do a race.
Yes.
For all those drivers
that showed interest.
excuse me, showed interest in our call for drivers.
For drivers.
The problem is, one, because there are no drivers that are all in Assetto Corsa, because we're currently doing everything in Assetto Corsa.
Right.
But I am currently working with our Factor 2 as well. In fact, I'm doing some work for the overlays of the broadcasting of our Factor 2 as well. So yes, we will probably be doing it in Assetto Corsa.
Yeah.
So we're going to do sort of a trial for all the drivers that show their interest. We will do a race only for those drivers, and we will monitor and scout the drivers. So we're not going to do just one race, because from one race it could be that you might have an issue or something, you're not in a good mood, and something happens. So it would be the start of the process of choosing the right driver.
Thank you, Conan, for the comment. Good night to you, and hope to see you soon after all this time. It's been a long time. You said that. So
it's been a long time.
Thank you, Conan.
And yes, I think that's it about the recruitment.
So
next, the results. Did we mention the results, right?
Yeah, no, in the last results of RPM Esport in the last race they had last Monday. Just to give you just
some information about what's going on with our team, because we've been mentioning our team and the progress we didn't show it yet. Currently, our team is taking part in the Apex Online Racing Formula 4 Championship, and GT Omega RPM Esports, if you can see on the right hand side, is leading in the team standings, which the points are quite enough.
Yeah.
And to keep leading so
it's
far.
Like GT Omega RPM Esports has 912 points, followed by the next team up, if I can see very well on the small
screen we have.
It's like 580, so yes, we're leading very
quite
good.
Well. And the overall driver is Keith Camilleri. Keith Camilleri is obviously last time we did the live show, we had Keith with us.
Actually, Bernard was in the 3rd place, but it seems he got some penalty and he went down to the 7th place. So
unfortunately, yes, obviously these things happen. One thing is that if you get penalties, if you just go back one place or 2 or 3 or whatever, you come last. A good driver is to keep going until the end of the championship and never back down.
He's
right,
our world's
Adrian?
fastest gamer,
He's our world's fastest gamer, yeah.
Yeah, right, Alessandro, for the recruitment, he's saying definitely yes, it will be something similar.
Yes,
to
obviously we're not going to consider ourselves as McLaren, but
that. That's right.
we're heading there, yeah, we're heading there.
Hello, Kenneth.
Kenneth who? Kenneth McAuliffe, the drifter,
Yeah,
the BMW
drifter,
drifter.
yeah, that's right.
He came second in
Second last
in
Sunday, yeah.
round, well done for that.
Very well done.
Yes, our next task. Topic.
Next week.
Sorry, Brendan. If you're watching, we have another casual race next week because the community is loving it, and we're doing another casual race next week, which is the 31st of May. The same time, it's already on the website. I didn't publish it just to give you a surprise. I can show it to you here. Start registering. There are no mods to download yet because I haven't put them yet. But yes, we have the... Why did we put this casual race?
Yeah.
The BTCC casual race was the first casual race that we organized.
Yeah.
It was in November 2017.
So it's like 6 months.
It's been half a year, 6 months of doing casual races. So I thought about it today, this morning, and I said yes, we can prepare. We have to prepare another casual race for next week because people are enjoying it. And yes, you have another BTCC casual race which will be happening on Thursday, 31st May, in Barbagello track.
Barbagallo.
No, it's Barbagello.
Barbagello.
All right, whatever.
Whatever it is.
With the BTCC that we used, the first casual race that we organized. So how it's going to work? Not everybody can select the same car, so you can register and select the car, but obviously you have to wait for the car mod and the types of cars that are available. So once the cars are available to download, which I will prepare today myself, you can start choosing the cars, and it will be on a first come first served. Obviously, who registers first can select the car. So who registers now, you can start from now registering, and then obviously there will be the people registered there, and they will have a list from my emails. Depending on the time I received it, I will I will send you an email to choose which car do you prefer. The setup will be open, so you will be setting up to your preference. And yes, so next week we have another casual race. Tomorrow week we have another casual race. So
8 o'clock Malta time, GMT plus 2.
So this month we did a record of 3 casual races. Hopefully we'll be doing 4 casual races, once per week. If you like it, if you want that, we will do that for you.
So,
next.
Our last topic actually of the day?
Yes, our last topic of the day is that not next week.
Next week.
Next week?
Yay.
It is next week. No, yes, it is next week because next week is Thursday, 31st.
Yeah, that's right.
On the 1st, 2nd and 3rd
June.
This is for the locals only, or by any chance you're coming to Malta in those dates? On those dates?
1st, 2nd and 3rd of June, Vurt Auto Fair at the Vurt showroom in Zebuch. There's gonna be
the Auto Fair.
The Auto Fair. Friday, 1st June, opening at 6 o'clock in the evening and closing at 9 o'clock in the evening. Saturday from 9 in the morning till 7 in the evening, and Sunday from 9 in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Only finals, so
yeah,
it's
that's
good
right.
to mention that.
So Friday and Saturday will be the eliminations and qualifications and so on and so forth of the special event we're doing with our simulators there, and on Sunday we're going to have the finals going on. From the program, obviously, as we said, from 6 o'clock in the evening till 9 o'clock in the evening, we're going to have on Friday, Sim Racing Championship qualifying rounds. Saturday, 9 a.m., 7 p.m., qualifying rounds. And Sunday from 10 till noon, we're going to have the finals. So come and join us. Be there.
We can show them
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a promo for that. Come and join us. Be there. There are great... Brendan is gonna miss the 31st because he's working.
I've seen it, yes.
No, that's all right, but that's fine. Come and join us at the Vurt Auto Fair. It's gonna be great fun racing the special race we have for this weekend with Voort, and definitely the top 3 drivers will get great prices from Voort themselves.
Let's show them the promo, and we'll finish
sure.
after the promo.
That's
We,
right.
we do our ending. So we're going to show you the promo. Maybe you missed it. The promo is just showing you a teaser of the race, how it's going to happen. Obviously, once you see it, you're going to see what type of race we're going to organize, of challenge. So here you go, and we'll come back exactly after this clip. There you go. I told you, switch it on.
Yeah, that's what I've done. There you go. That was a teaser of the challenge we're going to have during the Voort Auto Fair 2018 from the 1st to the 3rd June at the Voort showroom in Zabuch. Come and join us. Come and try this challenge. Definitely, you're going to have fun on our simulators there. And we're going to have the GT Omega simulators there. So.
Finally, we obviously people know that we are sponsored by GT Omega,
That's
and
right.
thank you to Leo of GT Omega Racing, who is providing us the full rigs, full simulators for you to come into the Voort showroom outside the parking area, where we're going to do this challenge. So the challenge is going to be 2 drivers challenging each other's, and sort of a knockout phase. It's not going to be just you have one chance and you just knock, depending on how many people will be
Definitely, joining us
joining
there.
us.
We
I
know
think
from
it's good to
these.
tell them that by tomorrow there will be a registration form to show us your interest. So those people who are interested in coming first or second, because third is the finals only, those who are coming, it's good to come from the first time, because
That's right.
depending on how many people, we might keep doing the knockout phase on the second day, which the other people who came first and were knocked out in the first day, they might not be allowed to continue, depending
So
on how
it's
many
good,
people.
it's good to come there, even join us on both days also. As Justin said, there will be a registration form just to show us your interest. It doesn't mean that if you don't do the registration form, you cannot come and join us on those days. Definitely we'll be giving also opportunities to the people that will be visiting the fair, and obviously don't know from beforehand. There's going to be that
They can come,
sim
they
racing
don't need
championship.
to, even
No,
parents
it's like
and
everybody
young
can
drivers can come and ask us any questions. You're going to be, our team is going to be there. Me, Adrian, George, we are going to be all there, so you can ask us any questions. Probably you might not see me, because I will be at the back doing all the broadcasting, so you might not see me. But you will see Adrian. There will going to be my wife, who will be taking care of registrations.
She just
and other
told us,
things.
well done. She loves these talks.
And
she wishes us all the success, and thank you for this community. Yes, we're very happy with the community we're building, because it's like a family.
Everyone who is watching us and you are in our group, please invite not your mom or your dad if they're not sim racers,
Other
but
people
those people
from the
who
sim
are
racing community.
interested in sim racing. So we know exactly how many people we have interested. Obviously, so far we're doing it with PC. So you need to have Assetto Corsa on PC or iFactor or iRacing. But currently we're doing in Assetto Corsa, because there are a lot of mods that you can download for free, and those who cannot afford it can download the mods for free from our website, thanks to the modders that are doing these mods.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we are not doing any cars or tracks except Imtahleb, which I did a long time ago. But all the tracks and cars that we use are all made by people who we respect enough, and we take permission from them to edit or modify any advertising on the track. And also the one of Voort that we are using, thanks to this person that did the
Yes, definitely Brendan, because he's saying about the rigs, fantastic rigs, thanks to GT Omega. You know, they are great rigs. We saw these guys spending a lot of hours like kids with their new toy. Our drivers, when they got their simulators, were like.
We can show them our drivers here.
Yeah, that's
here
right.
they are, happy, because we are a big, happy family, and we're going to keep it like that. Yeah, I have already said this to the drivers, and I know that there are our drivers watching us. If there's going to be a clash between a driver and the other, we're going to really take serious action about this, because we want to keep us as a family. And we are a family, and we have to keep it like this.
So
we're going to end. I don't want to end. I want to say something more.
We have a lot more to say, but obviously we keep something for the next time.
Let's say
hopefully next time.
On air.
First on air.
On air.
On air. On air. Oh no, on air. No, it's on air.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. We know between us. Actually, it's something that happened in Malta on air during a live radio show. It's not definitely. It's not gonna be translated. Don't worry.
No.
It's not.
Facebook will ban us forever.
Facebook will ban us if we translate this kind of thing. So, would like to thank you for following us.
Especially the sponsors.
We're gonna thank our sponsors: Melita, Vurt, Genesis, Textor Limited, GT Omega, Extreme Power Sports, and Husingveld, Fanatec, Continental Cars Limited. All these people that believed in us till today. That's why we are here.
I also want to mention that we've done 2 events so far with Quickfire.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks to Simon and Nikolai
that's
and David.
David, I think, yeah.
The 3 people who
I'm not
are
very good at names, sorry.
behind. Yes, we're not good in names. The people behind Quickfire that we organized together in collaboration with them, the Quickfire events at the Eden Arena. Thanks to them, obviously, we are here after doing several events with them, and obviously the community grown with obviously that promotion that they did
for us
together.
Yeah,
so thank you everyone for all the positive
support.
Comments, support. Keep sharing our group, our community, our sim racing page, our website. Invite anyone who wants to race with us. You know how we do our events now, professionally as possible, clean as possible, no swearing, no fighting, nothing, no racism, nothing. We do not tolerate these kind of things. Motorsport is a family, it's a sport, and sport doesn't allow any clashes with anything.
That's right.
Whatever it is.
That's right.
So keep the sport fun, yet professional and enjoyable as much as possible. Thank you.
Thanks for following us today.
I think we will be live probably next Wednesday
possibly next Wednesday.
Probably we'll do another live show today week.
Follow us on Facebook, groups, etc., to keep updated with our upcoming events and live shows and races and all. Thanks for today. See you next week.
Today week.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Gigabit Internet issa f'Malta. Gawdi mill-Giga Power biss mal-Melita Flexi.